Hello and welcome to the 7th video tutorial series. In the last video, we had created a form that printed name, quantity and rate onto the browser console. In the current video, we are going to use the form in order to send the data after making a JSON object out of it to the backend. If we have a look at our form, this is how it looks currently. I've added some CSS to align it at the center and make it look proper. First of all, I'm going to create a payload object called payload. And this is going to be a JSON object with name as name, quantity as quantity, and rate as rate. Next, we want to be able to pass this payload object to our backend, and in order to accomplish that, we are going to install Axios. So in our terminal, we'll go inside our React folder, that means the client folder. So we'll say, and we'll say npm I Axios. So Axios has been installed. Now let's go ahead and check the package.json file. And we can see Axios is installed. Let's go ahead and try to post this payload object to the corresponding route that is responsible for adding records. We'll import Axios first. Inside our handle click, we want it to post whenever we click the submit button. So we'll say it will take two parameters. First is the route. I'm going to say /add, and the second parameter is the payload, which is called payload in this case. So the JSON object will serve as a payload. Now since it's a promise-based function, so we will say then, and we'll also say catch in case this fails. And we'll say unable to add data. And in case there is an error, we want to see that as well. This should hopefully work, but there is one minor issue that we want to deal with before we proceed. The route currently says /add, and since form.js is a part of our React part, hence the URL to which /add will direct is going to be localhost 3000 followed by /add. However, if you look at our post request, so it should head over to localhost 5000, whereas by default it is going to send this to localhost 3000 because React runs on 3000 by default. So we want to change this by providing a proxy in package.json file. So here we'll say proxy and we'll say http://localhost:5000. Now any request that goes from our form will be redirected to the following URL, and /add will get truncated to localhost 5000 because now we have specified that field as proxy. So this is the path that will be used for proxying. Let us test it out once. We'll go to our browser, refresh the page, item 4, 10, and rate should be 40, and we'll say add item. Let's check, and here it says item 4, quantity 10, rate 40. That means our item was successfully added. Just for the sake of verification, let's have a look at all the items that are present on our database right now. So we'll fire this request, and it says item 4, quantity 10, and rate 40. That means our form, which is a part of our front end, is able to send data in form of a payload after proxying it to port 5000, which is our backend. Hence we were able to connect our front end form to perform post operation using Axios. In our next video, we are going to visualize all the data that is present on our DB in form of a table. So see you in the next one.